Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in another video today, and today we're going to be talking about a potential trade for the New Orleans Pelicans, as it has been reported recently that the Pelicans are expressing interest in Jarrett Allen. There have been some rumors in the past couple weeks since both teams have been eliminated in the playoffs that the Cavs could be interested in trading Jarrett Allen. The Pelicans could be a team that could potentially pop up in the trade talks, but this is the first time their name has been officially mentioned as interested in Jarrett Allen, and they are expressing serious interest in trading for Jarrett Allen. I'm going to talk about the potential trade happening, what a potential trade for Jarrett Allen going to the Pelicans would look like. I have a trade that I'm going to talk about that I think could work. We'll see what everybody thinks about it in the comment section. Let me know. And yeah, let's get into it. So Jarrett Allen, who is a one-time All-Star, was an All-Star in the 21-22 season, which is his best season. Arguably you could say this year was his best season, but that was a great season as well for him. One of his best seasons. He was an All-Star in the 21-22 season. He was great this year, finished top 10 in Defensive Player of the Year voting this past season, and has finished top 10 in the Defensive Player of the Year voting twice in his career, which is pretty impressive. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's pretty decent. That's 10 of the best defensive players of the season right there. I mean, out of hundreds and hundreds of players in the NBA. But Jarrett Allen played 77 games, only missed 5 games, although, he could not stay healthy in the postseason. He got injured in the Magic series, and which caused him to miss the entire series against the Boston Celtics in the second round. But he only played 4 games in the postseason. It was a 7-game series against Orlando, so he missed Game 5, Game 6, and Game 7. And then he missed the entire series against the Boston Celtics 5-game series, so he missed a total of 8 games in the playoffs. But he only missed 5 games in the regular season, played 31 minutes per game, 16.5 points per game, 10.5 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, over 1 block per game at 1.1, and almost 1 steal per game at 0.8. And also, Jarrett Allen's field goal percentage this season was 63.4%. The 22-23 season, Jarrett Allen averaged 14 and 10. In the 21-22 season, one of his best seasons of his career, where he was an All-Star, averaged 16 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, which is the most rebounds he's ever averaged in a season, 1.6 assists per game, 1.5 blocks per game, 1 steal per game, and also his field goal percentage was a season best at 67%. So, even though, both seasons are very good. This past season he had, and then the 21-22 season, but he averaged more rebounds in the 21-22 season than he did this past season, and he had a way better field goal percentage. But he was better defensively this year than he was in the 21-22 season. So Jarrett Allen's a great center, but the Cavs are hesitant to trade him, and they're really, really hesitant to be looking at trading their main 4 core players. There have been trade talks about all 4 of Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, and Darius Garland. I think nothing is off the table for the Cavaliers when it comes to Jarrett Allen, Darius Garland, and Donovan Mitchell. I don't think they really want to trade those 3 guys, but I don't think they're untouchable. But a guy like Evan Mobley, I don't see them moving at all. So any trade rumors about Evan Mobley, I think, are completely false. I don't think he's going anywhere. But Jarrett Allen, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, I don't think those are guys I want to trade. But if worse come to worse, I think they will move those guys if they have to move those guys. But ultimately, out of those 3 guys, I think it's going to be one guy to go. I think Mitchell stays. I think we've been hearing NBA executives saying they don't see Donovan Mitchell getting traded. I think it's going to be one guy to go. It's either going to be Darius Garland that gets traded, or it's going to be Jarrett Allen. Right now, I think Darius Garland obviously has a better market, but I don't know. I think it's going to be one of those guys. I think for Cleveland, in my opinion, I think they're either keeping their main 4 guys, all 4 of them, or it's either Garland or Jarrett Allen that gets traded. But I'm going to talk about the potential trade I could see happening to get Jarrett Allen in New Orleans and become the replacement for Jonas Valanciunas. Because keep in mind, obviously they could re-sign him, but Jonas Valanciunas is a free agent. And honestly, I could see the Pelicans wanting to make an upgrade at the center position and let Valanciunas walk. So this would be the Valanciunas replacement. And definitely, I think anybody you could ask would say an upgrade over Valanciunas. It's not like Valanciunas is a back center. He's a great center. He's a little inefficient. Valanciunas is outstanding. He's a great center. But compared to Jarrett Allen is way better. Honestly, I don't think Jarrett Allen has a hot market. I think you could get something solid. I'm going to say Larry Nance Jr., who returned to Cleveland, Dyson Daniels in the 21st overall pick. The interesting thing about the 21st overall pick is Cleveland has the 20th overall pick in the draft. So if that trade were to happen, Cleveland would have pick 20 and pick 21 in the draft. We could potentially see them trading up maybe in the draft to get someone potentially a little better. I mean, this is not really a year. This is not really a draft to potentially trade up, but I mean, I think there are some teams that maybe you could look at, teams like in this top 17 to 15 who would potentially trade down to get pick 20 and 21 potentially. If you look at the teams who are in the area of 18 to 15, I think there are one or two of those teams that would potentially say, we'll give you that pick for pick 20, 21, and maybe a second round pick, which is something I could see Cleveland doing. But yeah, so you pick 21, Dyson Daniels, who's a really excellent shooter, very nice young player at the point guard position. And then Larry Nance Jr., who Cavaliers fans know really well, spent a couple seasons with them. His dad even played for them. And even more importantly, his brother Pete Nance is currently on the Cavaliers roster on a two-way contract. So it would be, brothers playing with brothers and them playing for the same team that their dad played. Although Larry Nance Jr. has already played for the Cavaliers, went to the NBA Finals with them in the 2017-18 season, got swept by the Golden State Warriors, and then spent a couple more seasons. He spent like 2 or 3 more seasons after that 2017-18 season with the Cavaliers. So spent like 3.5 seasons with the Cavaliers. So he would return to Cleveland with Dyson Daniels and pick 21 for Jarrett Allen. Let me know your thoughts on the potential trade in the comment section, and peace out.